Hi, welcome back. So in this example right here too, it says explain how you know that triangle KLJ is a scaling right triangle. First of all, we know it's a scaling because none of its sides are the same or congruent. Okay? So yeah, you have 6, 8, 10, none of them are the same. So we know it's scaling. So that's how you explain it, say that none of the sides are the same. And then to show that the right angle, we can just say that angle L is equal to 90 degrees. And that's how you explain, that's how you know that it's a scaling right triangle. The next question is to explain why there's no base in a triangle. Well, the only time you see the word base is when you have an isosceles triangle. None of these two sides are the same. So you can say that this is not a isosceles triangle. Therefore, there is no base. Okay? Alright, now, next part we're going to talk about the really important part about geometry. Okay? This is the one that people want to know what the most important part about geometry. The most important part about geometry is understanding that triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. Okay? You see a triangle? That means the angle that you add up, that means angle A plus angle B plus angle C is all equal to 180 degrees. Okay? The sum of these angles is all equal to 180 degrees. Now, there's two ways you can prove it. One, you can go ahead and measure it out. So, for example, if I want to measure this angle, let's say I took my protractor here, and I go ahead and measure it, and then from here to here, I discover that this angle A is about 30 degrees. Okay, using my protractor. Now I go ahead and measure angle B, and let's see here, my center, yeah, and then it's kind of hard to see, but when you go here, measure this, it's open up here, it's about 105 degrees. And you do the same thing for angle C. You measure out, there's your center, and here my angle 0, open it up here, about 45 degrees. And then when you go ahead and add them up, all this angle here, 30 plus 45 plus 105, you can discover that it can equal to how many degrees? 180 degrees. Okay? So no matter what triangle is it, the angle of it is all equal to 180 degrees. Notice that the sides are not equal to 180 degrees. Okay? Just the angle. So make sure you realize that. In fact, let's just write a note here. The angle add up to 180 degrees. Okay? Not the size. Okay? So a quick note there. Now, your geometry, though, on the other hand, doesn't want you to prove it by doing this, measuring. They actually want to prove it by algebraic, by reasoning. So here's how you can prove it by doing reasoning here. So first and first, let's say you have a triangle, and one way to prove it is to just draw a line, make a line parallel through the top and bottom. So make these two lines parallel to each other. So let's go ahead and put an arrow here to indicate that this line here and this line here are parallel. Okay? And what they notice is this, that if you label this angle 4 here, angle 2 here, and angle 5 here, that this is on a straight line. So we notice that angle 4 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degrees. And we can say that angle addition postulate plus the definition of a straight angle. But really, we call this the linear pair. Okay? That's the closest definition you can think of. Because on a straight line, we know that those three angles together give you 180 degrees. Okay? Now, here we're supposed to know from what you learned last lesson. You should notice that angle 1 is the same as what angle? Angle 4. Some guy may have a hard time seeing it, so I'm going to draw this out here. So we know we have two lines parallel, and I'm going to draw this line here out. See that? And here we have angle 1, and here we have angle 4. See that? Do you remember that? So you should recognize that angle 1 and angle 4 are all the same. So angle 4 is the same as angle 1. And the reason we know that is because alternate interior angle. Remember, that's only happening because these two are lying parallel. And again, if you look at the next one right here, you should know that 3 and 5 are both for what? They should be the same too. And again, let me just draw it out to show you. So let's say you have two lines right here. These two lines are parallel. I'm going to draw this line BC here for you. Remember, these two are parallel right here. And here we have angle 3, and here we have angle 5 right here. And notice that angle 3 and angle 5 are both congruent. And why? Alternate interior angle. So angle 5 is congruent to angle 3. Okay? They're both the same. So, now you know it's the same, and we're going to let it substitute it. The angle 4 here is the same as angle 1, so when you substitute here, we can say that, hey, angle 1 is the same as angle 4, so I'm going to go ahead and substitute it in. And here we have angle 2 plus angle 5 here is the same as what angle? It's the same as angle 3. So we go ahead and put angle 3 here, and it's equal to 180 degrees. So we did all that substitution to show that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. So that's how you prove it. That's another way how to prove it. But really, it's simple. It's just like draw a bunch of triangle, measure it out, and go and find out all the way equals to 180 degrees. Later on, you're going to discover what we call exterior angle. Now, exterior angle is very easy to derive. Very easy to prove that how many degrees it is. So if you take a look at this, what exterior angle does is to talk about the outside. See this angle 1 on the outside of this triangle? Well, what they're trying to say is that angle 1 is equal to the angle inside these two. The angle 1 is equal to angle A plus angle B. So they want to show you that angle 1 right here, the outside exterior, is equal to the sum of angle A plus the sum of angle B here. Okay? And that one's really easy to prove. So let's go ahead and prove it so you can see how it works other than measuring it. So let's take a look at the bottom part right here. And let's go ahead and label them. So let's call this 1, 2, 3. And remember, it's a triangle, and we know that triangle gives you how many degrees? 180 degrees. Yeah? So here, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 degrees, and we call that triangular sum. Okay? So we know that. And when you look at this, notice that if this 3, and let's call this angle 4 out here, this is a straight line. See that? So if it's a straight line gives you how many degrees? 180 degrees. So we know that angle 3 plus angle 4 give you 180 degrees, and we call that linear pair. Okay? Now look at these two equations. They're both equal 180 degrees. So since they're both equal 180 degrees, we can go ahead and set it equal to each other, since they're both equal 180 degrees. So let's take a look and set it equal. So we have angle 1 here plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to this other equation, angle 3 plus angle 4. So right here we just substitute. Okay. Let me go ahead and make this red. Okay. Notice that both sides have what angle? Both sides have angle 3. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Since they both have angle 3, we can go ahead and subtract angle 3 both sides here. So we go ahead and do a subtraction property here. So when you subtract it, angle 3 both sides, now we end up with angle 1 plus angle 2 equal angle 4. So basically what you see here at the inside of this, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to the outside angle. So that's how you prove the exterior angle is equal to the inside of these two. So that angle 4 is equal to the inside of angle 1 plus angle 2. Okay? We're going to go ahead and try our next example, but these are the most important proofs that you want to know for the geometry. Okay?